Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to have a go at texturing the Hylian shield we modelled in Maya. So I'm going to go to File and New. I'm going to select my file from my desktop, change it to 2K, and hit OK to bring it in. Okay, so that is our shield. So thankfully, because we gave an ID map to everything, all our stuff is named down there already. So we're just going to go to Edit and Bake Mesh Maps. Change this to 2K and hit Bake Selected Maps. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're adding all the base like colours and materials and everything, and then we'll start adding like dirt, scratches, that sort of thing. So what we want to do is we've got something like steel. So we've got this steel here. So let's just sort of like put a base down on everything first. And then we take the coloured one, and we want that to be blue, but maybe not quite as dark of a blue. Something like that. Bring that in. Let's do yellow, like that. And then let's do like a leather or a handle. Something like that. Okay, so that's sort of like the basics. The other thing I want to make sure we do is add a decal of the actual Hylian like crest on there, which I've already added into my file and to my library. If I can find it. There it is. So I'm going to drag that in. Do that as a base colour. Art scale, make it bigger. W to move. Bring that into position a bit. Let's change. No, maybe we do on warped. It warped. Move the hardness down a bit so it sort of blends in a bit more. Something maybe a bit smaller. Like that. Okay, so now let's start adding in some details. So let's jump straight into it, grab some rust. Let's add black mask. Add generator. Let's do things like add some dirt on there. We can do a couple of layers of it, but we'll bring it down to begin with. Same again. Add black mask this time. Let's get a fill. Let's get some scratches. Maybe those sort of scratches. Okay. Maybe we'll just add in some white dust, add a generator, add some dirt, bring that down. Do some matte leadware as well, is always quite good. There we go. And then let's do the same sort of thing. These parts, again, that mask, add generator, let's do some matte leadware to begin with. Yeah, something like that. Add a black mask, add generator, some dirt. No, that's not look quite good. And the more you use SunSpec, you sort of have like your go-to automatic things that work quite well. Can't remember who it was that I saw of it, but using like the rust as like a base and adding like a mask over that is a little thing that I've started doing a lot because it seems to look really, really nice. But I can't remember what tutorial it was that I was watching at the time. So very quickly we've managed to texture and look like a nice worn sort of shield. Add a little bit more. No, we're not going to see this, but we'll have a look at the handle a little bit. Like that, we'll just leave that as that is there, because like I say, when we render it, we're not actually going to see it. We've not done anything yet to our Triforce. Nice. And then I think maybe we'll just go to main face shield. Let's add like a paint layer that like splatters or something. Let's try like this. Make it bigger. Float down a bit so it's like fades a little bit. Let's change the colour. Like a dark red, like it's like blood. Oh, that's quite nice. Let's do the same thing on rim of the shield. Same thing, let's do that. Let's go around. Okay, let me toss something onto there first. Let's do a couple of these. And then we'll do the same with decorative pieces here. Just so it looks a little bit battle worn. Particularly if you've played like the new like Breath of the Wild game. I say new, it's been out forever and ever. But like the idea is that all that weapons like one. Okay, because we need to do something to these decorative bits here as well, so let's go back to what we were doing before. Find our rust. Add a black mask. Generator. Okay, so I'm going to give that a little save. Hope it's not going to crash. There we go. Let's jump into render. Let's get rid of that background. Change it to clear colour. Something like that, and then some panorama. Let's try this. Ooh, that's a bit too dark. Okay, shall we rotate that a bit, see what happens? Go the other way. Oh, that washes it out a lot. Okay, right, let's leave that there, just rotate it slightly. I'll put this render, I will leave it to like 2 minutes. Okay, so that is the end of texturing our Hylian shield from Zelda. Hopefully you found that useful and interesting. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment down below or email me at designwithsimon@outlook.com.